Hey, what's going on, guys? The Strugnator here, and today what I have for you guys is yet another Advanced Warfare video. This time I'm coming at you guys with actually an ARX double DNA bomb on the map Terrace, playing some solo 66 Dom. Really insane gameplay, guys, with that royalty camo as well. So, the one thing though is that this is actually not my gameplay. This is by Carnage Tank. You guys probably know him if you're subscribed to Carnage. He's been with Carnage longer than I have. I mean, I think he was there even around the first time I joined Carnage way back when in Black Ops 2 or whatever it was. But anyway, a lot of times you guys have seen his gameplays on Carnage. You guys have seen videos with him. However, he has not had a YouTube channel up until now. But he finally decided to make one, and his link will be in the description. Make sure, pause the video right now, go subscribe to him. He's gonna do some commentaries pretty soon. I know we all want to see some of those, so make sure you do go subscribe to him. And I mean, he gets gameplays like this all the time, you know, double DNAs, weird guns, all that kind of stuff. So everything you see on my channel, you could probably find on his channel as well. Make sure to go subscribe to him. Now, what I want to talk about in this video a little bit is kind of a sort of controversial topic, if you will, in the pub stomping community, I guess. And basically what it has to do with is reverse boosting. So, for you guys who don't know, reverse boosting is basically when people do purposefully bad or kill themselves in a game to lower their stats, and whether it be KD or score per minute, things like that. So you might be thinking, well, why the heck would people want to lower their own stats? That's kind of dumb, you know, don't stats determine how good you are? And so the reason is that in games like Black Ops 2 and Advanced Warfare especially, they've incorporated a system called skill-based matchmaking, where essentially the game, when you search for like a domination or a TDM or something like that, the game will try its best to match you up with people of quote-unquote similar skill level. And I'm using air quotes there because they're basing skill level off of stats, i.e. KD, score per minute. So for Advanced Warfare, it's actually KD specifically. Your score per minute, I think, barely affects it, but mostly it's KD. If you have a low KD, you'll get matched up with low KD players. If you have a high one, you'll get matched up with high KD. And you'll get matched up to a point. I mean, you can search for lobbies for hours, and you'll get put in the same 3, 4, 5 lobbies no matter what. That's how strong the skill-based matchmaking is. Now, skill-based matchmaking is not new, like I said, it was in Black Ops 2. However, the strength of it in Advanced Warfare is probably the strongest in any Call of Duty. You really can't lobby surf, and that's what people used to do to kind of, you know, find noobs to get gameplays against, was they would just search for lobbies over and over and over until they found a good one, you know, just by chance or luck or whatever. Advanced Warfare, you can't do that because of how strong the skill-based matchmaking is. No matter what, you will, you know, 1 in a million chance you get in a bad lobby because it'll just keep putting you with the same people of your skill level. Now, what people have done is they purposely just go into games, kill themselves, you know, with rockets, grenades, whatever, to lower their KD such that they then can find lobbies with bad players and pub stomp them and, you know, drop DNAs, drop gameplays on those people. Now, whenever you talk about reverse boosting, the first question that comes up, obviously, is, do you reverse boost? And you being me, in this case, you know, the maker of the video. And guys, I honestly gotta say, yeah, I do. I mean, it's impossible to find a single pub stomper who is doing anything you could even call good in Advanced Warfare that doesn't reverse boost. Now, if you take issue with that, if you think that's bad, fine, that's, you know, your opinion, but please watch the rest of the video to let me explain kind of why it shouldn't be a concern of yours, essentially, and why it's really not that big a deal as some people are making it out to be. So, obviously, just starting with the whole idea of pub stomping as a whole. Pub stomping is getting gameplays in, you know, whatever game it may be. Getting gameplays requires you to play against bad players. It's just how it works. You know, no matter what, you're not gonna, if you're playing against Optic, you know, Scumpy and Nade Shot, you're just not gonna get a DNA or a double DNA or a triple DNA on those kinds of players, simply because they have gun skill, they know how to run the map well. It just won't happen. Now, if it won't happen, then there's no point in trying to play those people. Obviously, some people find it entertaining, you know, competitive play, league play, whatever you want to call it. But that's not what a pub stomper does. A pub stomper tries their best to get good gameplays, no matter what, you know, who they're playing. And the thing with that is that people then think that, okay, so since you have to play bad players to get gameplays, you must be bad yourself. Now, this is usually what people think, especially when they hear people reverse boost, you know, solely to play bad players. They think, oh, you just suck because you can't do this against good players. But the thing is, nobody can do it against good players, and it becomes a double standard that's really unfair. So a specific example that I always bring up when I talk about this is sometime, you know, maybe in the middle of Ghost, nearer to the end, it's still on my channel actually, I did upload a chem strike, a solo chem strike against a full elite party in a game of domination or whatever it was. And so, people had been saying they wanted to see some, gameplays against better, quote unquote, better players. So I said, okay, fine. So I ended up getting this chem strike against an elite party. And, obviously it's a 6-man party. They're probably calling out to each other. They're part of an elite clan. They're going to be better than average players. That's just what all those things mean. However, I uploaded that gameplay and I titled it Chem Strike Against Tryhards or something like that. And all the comments on the video were like, oh, these guys aren't tryhards. If you can get a chem on them, they can't be good. That kind of thing. Try playing against real good players. So if I'm playing against a full elite clan, and even when I do drop a chem strike on them, people don't consider them good players, any people I drop gameplays on or get a gameplay against is not going to be considered a good player. No matter, they could have a 6 KD. If I dropped a triple chem on a full party of people with 6 KDs, people would say that I'm reverse boosting and that they suck, and that they're not even good at the game. It's an impossible thing to reach. So everyone has just kind of accepted that, and they say, fine, then what's the point of trying against spending hours upon hours upon hours trying to find, get a single DNA against good players when it's far, far more entertaining to watch good gameplay against bad players. And even that, if you get into a lobby with really bad players, you still have to be good enough to get a double DNA on them. It's not an easy thing to do, guys. It's really not. So that's pretty much all I have to say about reverse boosting. I mean, you guys can think whatever you want. If you want to unsubscribe from me, go ahead, fine. But let me know what you guys think about the whole thing in the comment section below. My name is Destructinator, and I'm out. Peace.